Well, hey again everyone, guys. It's been a couple of weeks since I did my last video update because I've been working very rigorously on Forever Horror Month as I usually do, and it didn't go along as much as I wanted to because at the beginning of the month I got some news that our department of work was getting very heavily short-staffed, and so my hours increased and my ability to do things on my own free time decreased, especially working some 9-hour shifts, some morning shifts, and being very tired at night. And it was a bit of a chore, and I didn't get probably as much as I really wanted to, but I did get some nice stuff done that I'm very proud of. The Return of the Living Dead 3 review, the Invasion of Body Snatchers 78 review, which I've been trying to do for like a year and a half. I originally had the idea well before they even announced the Scream Factory Blu-ray last year, so that was good to finally get that done. I did the April Ferrara Body Snatchers mini review. And right now up on Patreon, guys, the John Carpenter Prince of Darkness review is up. And you guys might notice that, yeah, a couple of years ago when they did release the Scream Factory DVD Blu-ray set, I did kind of do a review of it. But rewatching it, re-listening to it, I really didn't give the film as much justice because I was very much mainly focused on reviewing the content of the disc and just kind of glossing over a little bit of the content of the film. So I really felt like it was important for me to go back and just like do Prince of Darkness properly and just kind of get into that and just cover it in as much detail as I possibly can. So I got a little bit behind schedule getting that completed because, again, a lot of long hours and low energy at night and everything. And I shot this thing on Sunday. I got up and just kind of shot the thing, and my vocal cords were kind of going in and out on me throughout the entire day. And when I got to the end of the day, finished editing the thing, and I couldn't get out the plot synopsis, narration, everything that I do at the very end of editing and everything. So my voice just gave out, and I just had to put it off until the following night, which is right now, to record that and get all the last things done. So won't hit live on YouTube until November 1st, unfortunately. But guys, if you really want to see it on Halloween, $3 on Patreon will get you able to see it right the hell away, 2 days in advance of anyone else seeing it on YouTube. So a lot of good stuff there. Plus, with the $3 stuff, you get all the little things like the Blu-ray news stuff a day early, mini reviews a day early, all these little things. So you can hit it up, check it out if you're interested. Really wanted to get out on Halloween on YouTube, but unfortunately schedules didn't function as smoothly as I wanted them to. But regardless of that, it'll be done, and in the future it's not going to matter. But right now, if you're hot for it, go try and check it out and everything. But if you guys have been waiting for me to get a nice solid big stack of Blu-rays, you're in for a goddamn treat, because as the weeks have gone on, probably like 5-6 weeks or whatnot, I've accumulated more Blu-rays than I really kind of realized I'd gotten. So, plus having an Amazon Prime subscription that I didn't actually cancel when I thought I canceled it, I got another month of it. So a lot of stuff came through that and various other excursions into shopping here. But I'm going to start off here with something that's right off the beaten track from the horror stuff. I got the Superman the Movie Extended TV Cut Blu-ray, which was, I did the Blu-ray news thing announcing it, and it was a real chore because I guess Warner Archive was just not prepared for the volume of pre-orders for this, because it was back-ordered from day one on almost every site out there, and people would order stuff, pre-ordered it weeks in advance, and they weren't shipping copies. They were being delayed time and time again. And I had pre-ordered it through Amazon Prime just because it's Prime. I get free 2 days shipping, but a couple days went by, it wasn't shipping. And on the Blu-ray news, Blu-ray.com forums or whatnot, they said that it was back on order on Barnes & Noble's website. And so they had it for a lot cheaper than what Amazon was going for. Plus I had a little extra from an old Barnes & Noble gift card to apply to it finally and wipe the rest of that out. So I got it for cheaper than I would have gotten on Amazon by a little bit. And there was one night I came home, I crashed out and just watched 3 hours of this, and it was an utter joy to watch it. And like I said, I am doing a full review of Superman the Movie leading up to Justice League. So now that the horror stuff is out, I've got about 2 weeks to kind of settle down, research, watch what I have to, and just get into the groove of that. and get Superman the movie taken care of as a full-fledged standalone review. But this is really nice to watch. So many little... It didn't have as much stuff like... Felt like there might be like whole large sequences because there was so much more added footage against even the special edition cut of the whole film. But it was a lot of really nifty little things, especially a lot of stuff near the end of the film. The third act, there's a lot of added pieces in there and some really nice bits and pieces that I really enjoyed. But I'll definitely talk about this in my full-fledged review of it. So that's probably going to be one of those big, long, meaty reviews because a lot of background information, a lot of different cuts of the film to get into, a little bit here and there. So just a lot of information. So I'm preparing myself to do a very large type of review on that. So keep in mind, Superman the movie is coming in November, so look out for that. And another little kind of comic book related type of thing I was thinking of when I was trying to get something like one review done before October came out. I was kind of thinking about doing Constantine, which a film I very much love since I first saw it. I saw it twice in the theater, and I was digging out my trade paperback of Dangerous Habits to reread to do the review, but I just felt like I was probably cramming a little too much into a tight schedule where I really wanted to get a jump start on Forever Horror Month as much as possible. So I got the Blu-ray, still have the special edition DVD set, but I figured I'll put this back on kind of the shelf for a later date where I feel right about going forward and putting that effort into it, rereading the rest of that trade paperback, which I've had for years now, and just getting the full depth of everything. But that's that. And of course, I got some Abel Ferrara here again. Eventually did get the Blu-ray for the Body Snatchers and everything, because my friend Oliver Harper doesn't really care for the Abel Ferrara Body Snatchers film and whatnot. Fair enough, obviously. I didn't say it was a great film, but I did admire some qualities of it. But I ended up seeing it because he had given me the Laserdisc of it about a year early this year or whatnot. So he had sent me a package of a bunch of Laserdiscs he wanted to offload and thought I'd like. So I popped that in my Laserdisc player. I watched it, wrote up the review from that, and eventually purchased the Blu-ray and everything for the review. So everything worked out really nicely there. And I was off on Sunday or Friday or whatnot. Yeah, Friday, because I had to get in chronological order here about this story, because I did get, obviously, since I did Prince of Darkness, I already had the DVD version of the Scream Factory set, but I got to upgrade to the Blu-ray for the video to get the quality and everything. So I got it through my Amazon Prime and everything, but it came with the keep case cracked and broken and whatnot, so I ended up having to go to Fry's Electronics near here, a big electronics store, big one, and buy a package of replacement cases and whatnot. And I ended up rolling over to the refurbished Blu-ray and DVD section, and they had the Arrow Video release of Driller Killer for $18.99 on Blu-ray. That's $9 cheaper than Amazon. They had a whole bunch of Arrow Video stuff on sale, and I mean, even the Hellraiser Scarlet box, it was on sale for almost like $20 cheaper than Amazon. But I was like, I've got to get this. I've got to get some more Abel Ferrara. I love Abel. I really do. I really enjoy his stuff. I just do. Even though, like, King of New York, I watched it a few months ago. It's like, I don't love the film. I don't think it's a great film. But for a reason, I'm just so attracted to it. Just like, I think it's such a kind of a cool film in a certain way. I still hold it up on a certain pedestal when I think about it. So it's like, Abel has a certain magic of what he can do with a certain film or whatnot, a really kind of gritty type of film. This is the grittiest, sleaziest stuff you're going to get from Abel, absolutely. And again, this is Arrow Video, my first Arrow Video Blu-ray, and this is remastered in 4K. The thing was shot on 16mm, so it's not going to look fantastic, but this is probably the absolute best it's ever going to look. And seeing that there's so much new content on here, new interviews and commentaries with Abel and everything, I had to get it. It was $18.99. I couldn't pass it up. It's just like, I can't guarantee I'm ever going to see this good of a price for this set. I've not seen it go anywhere close to that low on Amazon. So it's like, I've got to do it. I got to grab it. I can't turn it away. So I had to grab that, and that was pretty much it for that. And I did find out the Prince of Darkness thing. I did end up getting the what's called the complete soundtrack. It might not be. I've heard some things that it might not be wholly complete, but this is 2-disc set of some fantastic score and everything. So I gotten this earlier in the month when I kind of was thinking about doing like a scripted sort of essay type of video or whatnot about the entire Apocalypse trilogy, but obviously time and such didn't really allow for that, and I just kind of molded my plans over to doing just Prince of Darkness as its own standalone review, as I had done the thing at In the Mouth of Madness in my first Forever Horror Month back in 2013, so I felt like this one has not really gotten the full treatment. It's not gotten a proper treatment yet, so it's like I'll do Prince of Darkness, and if I want to do the other two again sometime, maybe, but regardless of that, Prince of Darkness, that's off the table here, so that's taken care of. And Driller Killer, I'll be watching that eventually, because I got the DVD from Draft House Films of Ms. 45. I've got the King of New York DVD, Body Snatchers now, and who knows what else I'll end up delving into in the future, whatnot. But good stuff there. Some horror stuff, stuff I just picked up randomly. Finally got Lights Out. I saw this in the theater last year, and I thought it was pretty good. I kept wanting to get it, but I just wanted to get it on a really kind of cheaper price in a certain way, because I didn't think it was great, but it was just like, I could see myself throwing it on some night where I'm just kind of in the mood for it. So this is about $11. I think it was on I got this on Amazon again for about $10.99. So I thought that was the best deal I'm going to see for it at this point in time. And two films I was kind of thinking about covering. Another John Carpenter one, Christine. I was thinking about doing it, but I felt like I'd seen a couple other people cover Christine in the past year or so, and I just feel like I don't feel like I'm covering as much new ground as I want to with some other stuff that I've seen recently, and I want to feel like I'm doing something fresh. I have something extra and new to bring to the table, and it's been so many years since I actually watched it that I just kind of changed my plans here from Christine to Prince of Darkness. But probably in the next couple of months, I'll give Christine the time of day to just enjoy it again and get myself into it without trying to have all the gobbledygook of reviews and whatnot. Just sit down and watch it and enjoy it and get back into it. And another one, Fallen, Denzel Washington flick, whatnot, where I was thinking about doing a mini review of it, and then I started watching it again, which was still very good, but being in the mood for something just straight out horror. This is more of a supernatural crime thriller type of thing, a little bit more of a delineation there. But I've always enjoyed this film. It's 19 years old, still very good. Denzel Washington, Elias Koteas, John Goodman, Donald Sutherland. It's a good film. It was one of the early DVDs I saw, and could see how good the quality of DVD was at the time, because some fantastic looking cinematography, and it's just a good film. I've loved it since the theater, and I still enjoy it. But I feel like this will be something I can put off for a different time. It's being what it is. I feel like I can disassociate it enough from being just horror or whatnot. I can enjoy and engage with it on a different level instead of just going for something that's kind of a visceral type of horror film in a certain way, hardcore horror type stuff. So put that off to the side for a little bit of time. And I did get him In the Mouth of Madness, because Sunday when I was editing the Prince of Darkness review and started talking a little bit about the Apocalypse trilogy, somehow I got some scratches on my In the Mouth of Madness DVD, which I've had for eons and eons, and just like eventually had to break down and drive back to Fry's Electronics, which I had just been to 2 days before, and thankfully they had a copy which was much cheaper than anyone else, so that was about another $10 or so. So I was fine with it. But I've been hoping that someone would get the license for this film and do a much more of a full package type of special edition release, because the commentary from Carpenter and his cinematographer Gary Kibbe on this thing is just really kind of dry. It's not very engaging, and the only thing they got is the theatrical trailer. So it's like, I really hope someone will do something with this film to give a lot of interviews and featurettes, stuff like that, to really kind of give you a full experience with the whole film that I really think does deserve. I'd love to hear stuff from Sam Neill, of course John Carpenter himself, just get something more out of it. But just to have the Blu-ray is going to be good because I'm almost certain I'm going to be watching this thing on Halloween. So there's that. And the last thing I have for Blu-rays is 1988's The Blob, which I kind of mentioned some weeks ago, whatnot, that I gotten this, so the Umbrella Entertainment version, region free from Australia, and I got it from deepdiscount.com. Looks fantastic. I watched this as I was listening to my friend Oliver Harper's commentary on it, so that was a fun way to engage with the film and everything. And again, really solid transfer. I think it looks really good, and definitely a good thing. So that's a lot of nice stuff, some horror stuff and various other things here and there. And so I mean, I could talk a lot more about all that stuff, but that's kind of all I have with Blu-rays. I did pick up a little bit of music recently. I finally did pick up the new Metallica album that was released last year, because I kind of got disconnected from Metallica from a long time, just kind of a lot of just reasons and whatnot. I just kind of fell out of sync with them, kind of out of favor with what they were doing and whatnot. But I kept hearing a couple of the tracks here and there and everywhere, and just like, some of them were really good, some of them were just have a really fresh vibe to them. They still sound Metallica, but it just sounded different, catchy. It sounded a lot better than Death Magnetic with that production quality. This is so much clearer and sharper. It just has such a fresh vibe to it. Just enjoy it. It just feels like it has such good hook to it. So many of the songs, and just like, I just couldn't resist. I just had to get it, and it was practically dirt cheap on Amazon. It was like $7 a change. So again, how can you turn that down for a 2-disc set or whatnot? So I mean, that's some good stuff. So I mean, that's a lot of stuff I've gotten lately. But we'll be calming down a little bit, because like I said, I'll be going into doing a lot of time doing the Superman stuff. So I won't be racing to grab this, that, and the other thing all over the place to kind of rush to get all these things done. Decompress a little bit, do some Superman. I've got the older soundtrack. I know there's a bigger remastered box set and whatnot, but I don't think I'll be able to expend the cost to get that whole box set for the entire like Superman saga remastered soundtrack release. So I'll just have to make do with the one I have. But it'll still be fantastic. I'm still going to put forth a lot of effort into the Superman review, so just gotta keep my energy up and see how the schedule unfolds, because me and Steve Frazier, my commentary buddy on the Friday the 13th stuff and everything, we're both going to the Days of the Dead Chicago, which is the day after Justice League is released. So I'll have the Superman stuff done. I'll go see Justice League, see if I do a review of it one way or another. I'm not entirely certain, but I'll do that, and then I'll go the next day to Days of the Dead, where they're going to have a lot of good guests. I got to meet Linda Blair and a couple other people. So as they've got X and Smash of Demolition there, my favorite tag team of all time. So it's like a lot of good stuff. I had to go ahead with. It was only like $25, and then I'll spend whatever other cost I have to get the experience that I want. So haven't been to it since 2014, and you can see the things I've had framed since then. The Derek Beers autographed 8x10 of the Predator that he was the classic Predator in the 2010 Predators film, and the Chris Sarandon, Jerry Dandridge Fright Night thing there. So hopefully I'll have some new stuff to frame or whatnot for the background and all that stuff. And I did buy my Star Wars Last Jedi tickets through Fandango, and I got a free gift of a 13x19 poster, so I got that framed over here. It looks really nice. And I just had to pay for shipping, so it was like $6 for shipping. So hopefully the film's good. I enjoyed it, and I don't have to look at this poster. It's like, well, that's a poster of a film I don't really want to be reminded of. But hopefully it's a fantastic film. Hopefully I'll enjoy it. It'll be wonderful stuff. So I can keep it up there, because it's a wonderful piece of art. And so that's all I got for you guys at this point in time. So we'll be wrapping up with some more commentaries soon. Jason Liv's commentary is up now. This last one we had in the queue. And working on some stuff with Trent so we can come back into Under Siege and maybe something else as well. So that we'll hopefully be recording that in about a week and a half or so. And work on some other stuff with Steve ahead of doing the horror convention, so we can keep the Friday the 13th stuff rolling forward into November and start out what we're doing beyond Friday the 13th after that. So We'll definitely do Lethal Weapon 3 because people are requesting that as our little interspersed series of that continues onwards. So I have to remember that. I don't even remember the fucking plot of Lethal Weapon 3 for crying out loud. It's been so long since I watched that. So I might have to do a refresher watch ahead of doing the commentary just to know what was going on in this film anyway. So I have a little sense of what the heck we're commenting on. So anyway, that's all I got for you guys at this point in time. Some commentaries coming up later on in November. And we'll see where things land after that. But regardless of that, November is looking a little bit promising, whatnot. Some nice stuff going on. So long as schedules are able to be managed in a certain way where I can get what I need done and have the time and energy to put forth on the Superman the movie full-length, mega-size review. So I'm not making any illusions. It's not going to be 25, 30 minutes long. There's probably going to be one of those 40-minute reviews and whatnot because it's a lot to get into and a lot to say about Mr. Christopher Reeve. So thanks, guys, for watching as always, and hope you enjoy what I put out in Forever Horror Month. And if you're not hitting up the Patreon, hope you'll enjoy the Prince of Darkness review as it hits. A little later than I intended to, but it'll be well worth waiting for. So, guys, thanks so much for watching. Get your comments all your comments about anything, whatnot, what you enjoyed this Halloween, this October season, everything. So, I'll just see you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.